will be some businesses on this road, and there will be road names specifically for these roads. This road leads to there. I'll talk about that later. Here's a potential commercial property up for sale for $750,000. Nobody's bought it yet, but it's got to be a certain height limit because of the airport right next to it. But yeah, and I completely renovated this terminal and turned it into a cargo freight terminal for cargo planes. I'll show you all an example. If cave sound, for example, if a UPS or FedEx van come up here, yes, they both share this cargo terminal, but van would park here, this would go down to the bottom, load cargo into the van and deliver it to the person who ordered that stuff. So now I'm gonna get on to the bigger part that was literally just recently added, like 3 weeks ago. Hasn't been that long, but I added a parking lot for Hostile Mob's Cookie Palace. This place won't be lasting much longer because no business has happened here since last weekend, and they've been closed ever since. And also, here's the update on the Cooperstown supermarket. It is split in 2 separate buildings. This side hasn't been rented yet, but a fire happened in the roof late one morning. Cooperstown Fire Department pulled up to the scene. Gladly, they extinguished the fire before it got worse. And the owner of the building, which is Temp, aka Capybara, if you see him in my comment section, because he normally comments all the time, he owns this building, the whole entire building, because I gave it to him for free. So he's paying $7,000 for all the damages, or I might give it to him for free, like the repair cost for free, because it wasn't his fault. The people who owned the supermarket forgot there was a light bulb that was flickering, and it had been flickering for almost the whole entire summer. So here is his good Japanese food diner, whatever you like to call it. Nothing much in here, but this is like the only original thing from the supermarket. It's the clock. So now I'm actually going to get on to the bigger part. This is Elkton. As y'all have seen in the older video of Take a Tour of Cooperstown, the only things that were here is this building, the bunker, and this building, and the gas station. But we have expanded on Elkton so much that the government wanted to expand it. I'm not going to show y'all what this building says, because inappropriate. But this is the Elkton apartment complex that I gave to Fox Runner, and he hasn't even finished. That says something, but y'all can think of what it says. Here are the houses for Elkton. Pretty basic wooden houses, but they'll get upgraded sometime soon. First Take a Tour of Cooperstown video, y'all got to see what the first Walmart looked like. And so I'm gonna go over here. Here is the football field for the Elkton High School. It's the Elkton High Rams that play at the football field. Elkton High School. I'll go over in a separate video on what's all in this building and what's not in the building. But this parking lot is for student parking, and this is teacher parking. Here is the first Eli's Diner. If you follow my Instagram, you'll know what I'm talking about, because I used to play a rip-off Minecraft that was called Mini Block Craft, or Freddy Bear Craft, or whatever the fuck it was called. And I had like multiple diners spanning across the map on there that was called Eli's Diner. So I'm like, why not pay tribute to that in Cooperstown? So I built like a small diner at a store that I'll be showing y'all in a little, or here in a second. Here is the first and only Kmart on the server. I built this because I was bored out of my fucking mind during the summer, or like 3-4 weeks before I went back to school. I was so bored out of my mind that I felt like building a Kmart, so I did. I mean, I'll show y'all what the interior looks like. It's not fully finished, but it's pretty big. It'll even have a Little Caesars in it. So here is the only remaining thing left of the Cooperstown Airport scrapyard. It's the Eli Jet 300 of United Express. It's the only thing left of the airport. And this whole parking lot for the Kmart is also the other thing that's left of the airport before I closed it and completely got rid of it. And that's also the last remnants of it, because that used to be the spotting deck. But Fox is very unrealistic and doesn't know how dangerous that is. So also here, going to be putting a middle school here. It'll be named the Elkton Middle School. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of architecture from my middle school. Some of my IRL friends know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the school's name on here, so I don't want to dox them, even though it's a public school. Still, I'm not going to dox them. And this is again, I'm saying this again, this is the last remnant of the airfield. Is the runway lights just sitting here, unused. So here, I had to mute for a second because I had to cough. We have a house and a weed dispensary. And yes, I'm going to say it on YouTube because I don't care. It's a weed dispensary. Here we have an unfinished plot of land where somebody was going to live. And if you remember on the old saves of Cooperstown, the Cooperstown apartments used to be where the Eli's Coliseum is now. And now one of my friends fully did the apartments again, but they look 10 times better now. But the whole place isn't even finished yet. Gotta get all the interior stuff done, etc., etc. Here, one of my friends who used to own this house quit the server 3 weeks ago because he threatened to grief the whole server. So I mean, yeah, fuck you, get out of my server. Don't want you in here because you're a fucking loser. And he started bitching about me, saying, you play Minecraft all day, you waste all your time on a stupid server. But yeah, I'm like, you play Minecraft too, so what's the difference? But I didn't say that because he fucking blocked me. So this is going to turn into a half general store. The general store will be down here and the house will be up here where the owner will live that owns the general store. And here is just a simple basic house that nobody's bought yet. Here we have the Elkton Elementary School. It is fully decked out and fully finished. School's in session this month. They started last week. And for Labor Day, they will not be in school. I'm gonna close the doors, but I'll also do a full-on video about the school. I'm gonna change the signage because this is kind of outdated. Because open house was at the beginning of at the beginning of last month. And here we have a unfinished Dairy Queen, which I'm wanting one of my friends to finish, but he hasn't finished it yet, sadly. Don't know why he hasn't finished it, but I'll pay him $10,000 for it. Here is the Phantom Cafe. It's, if you remember in one of my older videos of Take a Tour of Cooperstown, I broke a block into here and there was some sort of armored bulldozer in here. But back then, before I made the Take a Tour of Cooperstown, all of those parts, there used to be a guy named Cool Killer Claus who owned a little airfield right where this building is. This used to be his hangar. He didn't own a plane. He didn't own shit. He owned an airfield and then like some office building. And then like a little house. That's all he owned. It was like 3 things. And then we had a fallout between him. Me and him had a fallout between each other. We didn't get along. So he just quit the server. I don't know. I kicked him out because he was being a dickhead to me and he was being annoying. So I kicked him out. I gave all of his shit to Connor. And then Connor said I could do anything, whatever I want to this building. So I turned it into something useful called the Phantom Cafe. Something called the Phantom Cafe. So there will be some stuff being sold here, like coffee, maybe some food. Depends on what type of cafe food it is. And here is a Taco Bell. This is like I think the final part. If I remember in the old Take a Tour of Cooperstown video, I think I did this area. But this is a Taco Bell. Fully finished. Bathroom's out of order. Don't know why, but they gotta fix that shit. So last, on to the final part of the video. This is the 5 original houses that started the big expansion to Elkton. This is my house, obviously. I sold my, whatever it's called, cherry biome house. Put it up for sale for like $3 million, if I remember. Got my stock cars in here. There's Connor's car that I had to fully rebuild because he wrecked it. Because he was sitting there fiddling with himself. I'm not going into detail about that, but you can think of what I'm thinking. This is my house. Very nice house. Spent 5 hours on this road. Ended here. Built all 5 of these houses. And it took me 5 hours. So this is what 5 hours of hard work looks like. I didn't build that. Connor built that himself. Here's my pool. Nothing interesting. Hold on. As you'd see, the Blankenship resident, 1 Liberty Street, buzzing to be let in. Here's a full-on dedicated Eli Jet 200 of Friendship of Cooperstown. List everybody's name, and I mean everybody's name that I know on this plane. Got me, my friend Phantom, Mr. Super, Damon Radolph. No, I'm joking. Fox Runner, Connor himself, Mr. Temp, Briar, Matthew, Eli King, Carson, Alex Xavier, or Freezy, Jory, and Case Thomas. This is a Eli Jet 200, by the way, if y'all wanted to know. Here's my friend Matthew Rose's house. Yes, he is my next door neighbor. Why did I want him to be my next door neighbor? Because I wanted myself to give him a good house, so he can live good on the server. We got a hedge dividing this house from this house. And I don't think nobody lives in here, because I think Fox was going to live here originally, but kind of decided nope. Here, Shell lives in this house. He doesn't play the server much. And this is where Connor lives. Or this is his vacation home. Basically plain house, nothing much in here. But that is going to do for today's video. Also forgot to mention that that watchtower. But that will be it for today's video on the big update on Cooperstown. I will see y'all in the next video of whenever I do like another big expansion to Cooperstown. Peace out.